The old rancher, Thomas, lived a simple life. He woke with the sun, worked his land, and retired as the stars filled the night sky. One day, while riding through a secluded meadow, he spotted something magnificent. A wild Mustang, its coat the color of burnished copper, its mane a flowing wave of fire in the sunlight. The horse was skittish, but stood its ground, its eyes locked with Thomas's. In that moment, a silent understanding passed between them. Thomas, with gentle hands and a calming voice, approached the creature. To his surprise, the horse allowed him to touch its flank, its wild spirit seemingly soothed. With a newfound sense of purpose, Thomas coaxed the animal back to his ranch, a sense of wonder growing in his heart. The arrival of this wild creature would set off a chain of events, some joyous, others tragic, that would ripple through his life and the lives of those around him. He never could have imagined the ways in which this magnificent creature would test, challenge, and ultimately transform his understanding of life's grand tapestry. News of the wild Mustang spread through the small town like wildfire. People flocked to Thomas's ranch, eager to witness the untamed beauty with their own eyes. Their faces were etched with awe and envy. Thomas, ever humble, spoke of the horse's spirit, its raw power, and the sense of freedom it embodied. Many saw the horse as a symbol of good fortune, a sign that their quiet town was touched by something extraordinary. They congratulated Thomas, their words filled with admiration and hope. The mood was infectious, a shared belief that something wonderful was about to unfold. Tragedy struck without warning. Thomas's son Daniel, a young man full of life and laughter, was helping his father tame the Mustang. The horse, startled by a sudden noise, reared back, its powerful hooves catching Daniel off guard. The townspeople, who moments before were celebrating, watched in horror as the accident unfolded. Daniel was thrown to the ground, his body broken and still. The joy that had permeated the town was replaced by a heavy silence, a shared grief that settled over them like a shroud. Whispers of why, and how could this happen, filled the air, their words heavy with disbelief and despair. The Mustang, now a symbol of destruction and sorrow, was banished back to the wild, its presence a constant reminder of the tragedy that had befallen them. As weeks turned into months, a shadow fell over the land. War, in all its brutal indifference, had reached their doorstep. Young men from the town, once filled with dreams of the future, were called upon to fight. Among those who marched off were the sons, brothers, and husbands of the very people who had envied Thomas's good fortune. The town, once again, was united, but this time by fear and uncertainty. News from the front lines was scarce, each letter a precious lifeline to their loved ones. Then came the telegrams, their stark black and white pronouncements shattering the fragile peace. Life after life was lost, dreams extinguished on distant battlefields. The town mourned, their tears a testament to the heavy price of war. In the midst of this shared grief, a glimmer of hope emerged. Daniel, though forever scarred by his encounter with the Mustang, had been spared from the horrors of war. His injuries, once seen as a cruel twist of fate, now seemed like a strange blessing. Thomas, initially consumed by guilt and grief, began to see the world through different eyes. He realized that life was an unpredictable journey, a tapestry woven with threads of joy and sorrow, fortune and misfortune. The wild Mustang, he understood, was neither good nor bad. It was simply a force of nature, its arrival a catalyst for a series of events that could not have been foreseen. He shared this newfound wisdom with his neighbors, his words offering a glimmer of hope in their time of darkness. Life, much like the wild Mustang, is a force of nature. It is unpredictable, untamable, and capable of both great beauty and terrible destruction. We cannot control the hand that fate deals us, but we can choose how we respond to the challenges and opportunities that come our way. Just as the sun rises after the darkest of nights, so too can we find hope and meaning in the face of adversity. Let us embrace the unpredictable dance of life, with all its twists and turns, its highs and lows, for it is in these moments of uncertainty that we truly discover the strength and resilience of the human spirit. Keep moving forward one step at a time, and never lose sight of the beauty that surrounds you, even in the darkest of times.